I met Hania when I was 26. She was beautiful, charming, and full of energy. I was a quiet, hardworking man running a small IT startup out of my one-bedroom apartment. Back then, I didn't have much. No luxury car, no fancy house, no big bank account, but I had dreams. Hania liked that about me. At least that's what I thought. We dated for a year before getting married. At first, everything was perfect. She supported me, encouraged me, and told me she believed in my vision. But after 3 years, when money was still tight, her attitude started to change. It began with little things. Why can't we go on vacations like my friends? When are you going to get a real job instead of wasting time on this startup? You're not providing the life I deserve. I brushed it off, thinking it was stress. But then came the late-night texts, the girls' trips, and the constant arguments. I had my suspicions, but no proof. One evening, I came home early and found her on the phone, whispering. She quickly hung up and smiled like nothing happened. "Who was that?" I asked. "Just Zara," she said casually. I believed her. Big mistake. A week later, I got the proof. My friend Ahmed sent me a picture, Hania at a fancy restaurant, holding hands with another man. I confronted her, my hands shaking. "Who is he?" I demanded. She didn't even look guilty. She laughed. "Someone who treats me like a queen," she said coldly. "Unlike you." I couldn't breathe. "Hania, I love you," I whispered. "Love doesn't pay the bills," she spat back. And then came the final blow. I want a divorce, just like that. No hesitation. I begged her to reconsider. I told her things would change soon, that my company was finally getting investors. That success was right around the corner. She smirked. "I'm done waiting for your big dreams to come true. I need a man who can give me the life I deserve." The next week, she moved out and filed for divorce. I was devastated, broken, but I didn't chase her. Instead, I buried myself in work, and then everything changed. 3 months after Hania left, my startup closed a massive deal with an international tech company. Overnight, my little business turned into a multi-million-dollar enterprise. Investors came pouring in. Journalists wanted interviews. I went from driving an old Corolla to signing papers for a brand new Mercedes. I didn't post about it online. I didn't tell anyone, not even mutual friends. I wanted my success to be quiet. At least until the right moment. That moment came 6 months later. One evening, I was at an upscale restaurant having dinner with potential investors when I saw her, Hania. She was with the same man from the photos, her new boyfriend, Salman. Except now he didn't look so confident. He was arguing with the waiter over the bill, red-faced and frustrated. Hania spotted me and froze. Her eyes widened when she saw the watch on my wrist, the tailored suit, the investors around me treating me with respect. I smiled politely, nodded, and went back to my dinner. That night, my phone buzzed. A WhatsApp message from Hania. "Hey, how have you been? Can we talk?" I stared at it and laughed. The next day she called me. "I made a mistake," she said softly. I was stressed, confused. I didn't know what I was doing. I stayed silent. "Salman isn't who I thought he was," she continued. "He's broke, irresponsible. I thought leaving you would give me a better life, but I was wrong. Can we try again?" I almost felt sorry for her. Almost. "You wanted a man who could give you the life you deserve," I said calmly. "I hope Salman is doing that for you." She sniffled. "Please, don't be like this. We were married. We loved each other." I took a deep breath and gave her the final blow. "Hania, the man you left? He's gone. The man you're talking to now? He doesn't take back garbage." There was silence on the other end. Then a choked sob. And the call ended. 2 weeks later, I heard from mutual friends that Salman dumped her after draining her savings. Hania tried moving back in with her parents, but even they were furious at her. Meanwhile, my company continued to grow. I bought A luxury apartment, expanded the business internationally, and built the life I had always dreamed of. And I did it without her. Fast forward a year later, I was invited to a reunion with old friends. Guess who showed up? Hania. She looked different, older, tired, broken. When she saw me walk in with my fiancé, a successful, kind, beautiful woman who loved me for who I was, she froze. Her eyes filled with tears as she whispered, just loud enough for me to hear, "That should have been my life." I smiled politely, leaned closer, and whispered back, "No, Hania, this is the life you threw away." Then I walked past her without another glance. Hania thought she could trade loyalty for luxury. She ended up with nothing. And me? I built an empire, just not for revenge, but for myself. But I won't lie. Her face that night, that was priceless.